Welcome once again, folks, to another match in the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League. This is in the Premier Division, and of course, one of the giants of the game this season, the St. Benedict's College outfit in their traditional green and gold outfit. They're coming up against the boys in blue from Pleasantville. Now, not normal to see Pleasantville in these colors because tradition has it that they would normally play in a kind of a maroon top. However, this is the strip that they choose to use for this occasion, and it's certainly going to be an interesting battle because they're up against the real giants, the unbeaten St. Benedict's College, who are looking to hold off Fatima College for that top spot in the group. And goal difference could very well determine who makes it. 30 goals for, 2 against, same number of points. So it is a question here now of who will blink first on this occasion. Will it be Fatima or will it be St. Benedict's? Now, St. Benedict's took the lead on with a big goal difference 2 weeks ago, but Fatima came back with a big result of their own, and so now they're level pegging with 30 goals each and 2 against. Now, that is an impressive record indeed, where you can only concede 2 goals almost for the entire season, and that in itself speaks volumes for the tenacity of the defense of both teams, and I'm sure we will see more of it here today with St. Benedict's College. They have one simple task: win the game, that's the first thing, and try to win it by more goals than Fatima to win their game. And now they can't determine how Fatima is doing unless they have somebody there just piping them information. But the important thing is to just keep scoring goals, and you take care of your business. And despite what Fatima does, all you have to do is win. So it means you'll still be tied with them on points. It's really the goals that can make all the difference to determine who goes through as the top seed and who fills second spot. Because first from this group will play second from the other group, and vice versa. So a lot still to play for, and I'm sure the coaches would have spoken to these players, given them every bit of advice as to how to make this thing work out for them, and try to make it as comfortable as possible. So this is the Group A clash between Pleasantville and St. Benedict's. It's an all-South clash as well, but the two teams are different, have vastly different standings right now in the league competition. But Pleasantville not giving up just yet, and certainly trying to settle quicker than St. Benedict's. And that is always the case in games like these, where there's so much riding on it that the team that is favored could come into the game tight and just not as fluid as they are normally, and you never know what could happen. So Malachi Webb, and that one just went wide of the marker there. They were trying to hit them quickly and not able to really get it on target. Kaelan Martin in goal for Pleasantville. That's a lovely kick just over the half line, but Benedict's picking it up quickly and starting another quick counter attack as they again hold serve, if you know what I mean. Joshua Phillip turning and then losing out. Just a little too much mustard in that one. Malachi Webb basically just bundling his opponent over. So a game rather, that needs goals. That's the important thing, especially for St. Benedict's College. They need to not concede, but to also score as many as possible. And that's probably the simplest equation that you could give under these circumstances. Robin, his man, and trying to tee up his teammate, running forward there nicely, but good defensive work. And here they come again. St. Benedict's College. And still coming forward here. That's good work on that right-hand side, trying his best to keep it in, and just not able to do so. So it's been a nice sort of early build-up for the St. Benedict's outfit. Tyrese Phillip and company enjoying the season so far. It must be an accomplishment to play through an entire season unbeaten. I'm sure it's a sense of pride that you can do something like that. Now, gliding his way forward there is Phillip. Joshua Phillip gets it over there now. Opportunity for Lucas, and still not able to get the handle on it, but they're still keeping it into the Pleasantville half of the field. And then a ball played down that right-hand side to no one in particular. It goes behind for a throw-in. Actually, it went behind for a goal kick. Now they're getting it upfield. It's good work from Pleasantville, but again, they just seemed unable to make that final pass and make it count. Ball back with the goalkeeper. This is his first real touch of the ball, Buckmeyer. Read very well indeed by the defense. Buckmeyer picking it up now and helping it upfield, where they have problems here, still nipping at the heels of Malachi Webb, and luckily the referee didn't see some of the little stabs at his calves. And they'll try again with a throw-in. Benedict's still they're trying, but again the ball just changing hands frequently. Nobody really yet settled onto a rhythm. A lot of jersey pulling is going on though. Webb comes back for this one. Plays a nice little ball inside. They have movement and they're trying to take advantage. Jeremy Joseph plays it wide. It goes out to the extremities of the field where Darren Griffith spots his man. And this pass back is all the way back on defense. Another ball that is just chipped forward, but good anticipation from the St. Benedict's defense to haul it in quickly. Now another opportunity here now for them to bring it forward. Tariq Lucas has it. It's spread upfield. Malachi Webb is up there also in the mix. It looks very much like if St. Benedict's are trying to really run away with this one quickly, and they get another opportunity. And they may still have something here until now. The ball rather, is cleared away by the defense, all the way up to the goalkeeper at the other end. And he picks it up and so they're battling here. again, trying to just get it over the half line, Pleasantville. But St. Benedict's are doing well. They're certainly keeping them at bay. That's excellent skill from Phillip. Tyrese Phillip, he's being held here, but now he loses out the battle to Critchlow. And St. Benedict's now trying to build quickly now as they turn away and get numbers going forward. Jeremiah Joseph over on the far side. They just trying to keep possession. Ball played a little bit behind. And playing very composed, very controlled, Joshua Phillips. Errant pass, the ball intercepted by the defense. And another ball played in. Could they get the shot off this time? As Pleasantville trying to come forward and only finding that the defense is a very quick one. And here is another opportunity for them to really try to dart forward. And Jaden Dorset this time. Losing out, but another ball played all the way down to the goalkeeper at the other end. Buckmeyer is going to come and claim it. He's the captain of the team, and already you can see him orchestrating play. That's a careless ball because it's picked up quickly, and trying to push it forward was Jones. However, just one or two of the passes just seem a little bit short at the moment. As I said, so much is riding on the game that some of the players seem to be a little bit tight, especially from St. Benedict's. They know that anything short of a win could mean curtains for them in terms of their lead. Here's a header, up in the air it goes, and still not able to get it out first time was Joshua Phillips, but eventually it bounced out for a goal kick, for a throw-in. Look at the header going towards the goal. The miss kick comes, and eventually it's Itu was trying to swing at it, swung and missed. So it's going to be a goal kick to St. Benedict's College. No goals yet. And they have opportunities now. The boys from St. Benedict's that just bring the ball forward, try to roll it around. Still not able to run as freely as they would like. Pleasantville doing a good job on defense, just plugging holes. Here they come again. Another quick opportunity to knock the ball and move. And all the huffing and puffing, but it's going to be another throw-in. So the game really hasn't lived up to the billing and the standards that we have seen from these teams previously. And again, it might just be a little bit of nerves on the part of the presentation players. That given how much is riding on first place in the group, they really need to do something quickly. Another ball played forward here now. This could be the opening that they were looking for, and certainly dwelling on the ball too long. Marikai Webb is robbed of it with a thoroughly professional tackle. And again, the ball is played up, trying to maybe knife his way in there, and tumbling over. The referee blows for the infringement, and it's going to be a free kick. And you can see the ball played up in the air, and just maybe pushing his man, and now using his hands on him just a little bit. the referee having no problems blowing the whistle and gifting St. Benedict's College possibly their best chance of the half so far. It's a free kick, it's in a good area, and it might require a little bit of bend, but you never know. And let's see what Malachi Webb has in store. Hits it, takes a deflection, and it goes behind. It's going to be a corner kick. So he just kind of nonchalantly stepped up, and but as the ball was traveling away, it went over his head, and it came down. And another opportunity for St. Benedict's here now, as they look to put this one away. Tyreek Lucas with the corner. Here it comes swirling in there. The goalkeeper is in some trouble. The header, though, is an awkward one. I'm not quite sure where he was trying to head that one. And talk about heading where you're looking and or where you're facing. He just seemed to put his head on it without any regard for the direction in which the ball was going. And he just headed it wide of the mark. Ball back inside, going the other way. And they're still traveling, trying to get something going forward there. But another crunching tackle. Jadon Dorset goes down. But the referee waves play on, and the other Dorset also supports them. But a nice quick slip and fall, but the referee says it was an infringement against St. Benedict's College. So Pleasantville now with another free kick. So the wall now being set up, a three-man wall for St. Benedict's College. Referee wants them back a couple more pieces than where they were already. A chance for them to probably get this one into the area and cause some havoc in there. Whipped inside nicely, but just off target. But the goalkeeper seemed to have it covered already. And now they've been able to bring it out with 15 minutes gone. St. Benedict's College now on the prowl. And still not able to get the handle on it. This is the ball played inside, still battling for it. They're trying to get as many numbers up there as possible. Dorset in the mix. And the little stab is going to run again. Ball still being headed up and away. Nobody seems to be able to take the handle on the ball. There's a great ball forward, and the ball just bonks away from him. So it's going to be a free kick going the way of Pleasantville. And boy, how would they love a win over the arch rival St. Benedict's College today. They have a chance, though, as they bring this one forward and turning, twisting. But look at the sliding. And Tyrese Phillip can't keep his foot in. And just turning and twisting. He wants to go back to his right. But his shoe, the foot just kind of slid under him and stopped him dead in his tracks. So another opportunity for them to get the ball into the area. Pleasantville with good numbers up. The captain, K.L. Elliott, with the kick. Hits it high in the air. The goalkeeper is there. He's under some pressure, but good, comfortable take on the part of Buckmeyer. in goal for St. Benedict's College. And then he underarms one a little bit strongly, but he underarms it to the wingback, who plays a good ball up. And this could be interesting. And on the way was that man again sprinting beyond everyone. Dorset is so quick. He doesn't look like he's running fast. But a timely interception by Ramsey, Deshaun Ramsey. So they've conceded another free kick. So this time St. Benedict's College again would try once more. And they will no doubt try to make this one count. Here is the effort, curling it towards the post, and it's in. Well, a sweetly taken free kick there, and by Rashawn Critchlow, and that makes it 1-0 now in the 19th minute of play. Look at how much curl that had in it. And Critchlow must be very happy with that, because so far it hasn't been vintage, if you know what I mean, St. Benedict's College. But they got a free kick in a dangerous position and they made it count. So 1-0 it is in favor of St. Benedict's College. And that's more like it, because they'll need to score a couple more just to hold off the determination of Fatima College. Battling for the ball, picked up nicely, but intercepted. There's an opportunity for a shot, but again, if you don't obey the principles, it's going to go awry. Good openings would go to nothing, as that was Deshaun Ramsey firing away from distance, but getting under the ball and watching it sky over, well over his head. The ball is won back, and going down in a bit of a heap there was Jones, and the ball played, trying to get it over to the far side, but it's intercepted over on that side, and now they're running again. Daniel Jones, and this time the shot is again too wide of the goal, and it's going to be comfortably taken up, I suppose, whenever he is ready. He's under no duress to get things started quickly. Jaya Buckmeyer, the captain of the Eagles team. Here's Benedict's now. Good movement, trying to get something going, but then forced all the way back as they can't seem to break down the Pleasantville defense just yet. Now they're getting a little bit more into the groove. Griffith coming into the game as well. And but they give it right back. And, well, a little bit carelessly, St. Benedict's also gave it back to Pleasantville. Now they're battling for it over on the side. Adam Perdo does very well. And also coming in to the mix was Liam Dial. Both of them are trying to get past their respective markers. They did so, and in the end, a fine save was a simple, straightforward save at the near post for the goalkeeper, Jaya Buckmeyer. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. There's no way he's going to get to that, try as he may. Liam Dial does very well and concedes another throw-in. Taken quickly, and it's going the other way now. This time the throw is that of St. Benedict's. They're leading by that 1-0. And I'm sure they'd like to tack on a couple more before the interval, just so that they can breathe again. And every time they come forward, they just seem to lose it. But here's another ball played in there. This could be problems. But again, good alert goalkeeping there by Kalen Martin as he saw the pressure. He could feel the pressure with, of course, Dorset lurking in the middle of the park. But unfortunately for him, by the time the ball bounced, the goalkeeper was already onto it and was able to pluck it out of the air. See the bounce there, and he went down in the process, but that's because he was losing his footing on the heavy surface here at the St. Mary's College ground, and trying to dribble his way past the defense, and but they're still not giving up. Here comes Pleasantville trying to get something inside, but every time they feel that they have a chance, it is taken away from them by some good solid defense. And now another opportunity to attack St. Benedict's down there, right hand side, the left of California. And they got another opportunity to throw this one in. Thrown in. Headed up. 3 blue shirts there, but no communication. And what looked like a good chance is really just a token recognition of their presence. This time the speedy defender runs all the way back and makes the clearance. So Daniel Jones here, there, and everywhere. That's a shot. He didn't look like he wanted to hit the shot, but he realizes that this center circle is so close to the goal that he could more than have a crack at goal. Pleasantville, a couple of the players getting some instructions there. Not the hottest of days, so I think the players will relish that. And not the pouring rain either. The ball allowed to bounce, probably struck the hand of the defender, so it's going to be another goal kick. Or another free kick, I should say, for Pleasantville, as they win a free kick in the middle or in the center circle. Referee being very meticulous as to where the ball is placed for this kick. Here is the kick again from the skipper. This one is going on deep on the goalkeeper again, anticipates well. He comes and he claims it off the head of the attacker. And watch at the ball being played downfield quickly. And here they come again. They want to just taking out the legs there of his man, Joseph, Jeremiah Joseph. And he says, no malice intended, son. The only malice is just to deny you from scoring a goal. Other than that, everything is A-OK. Another chance here at another free kick. Let's see what he does again. This time it bounces in front of the goalkeeper. And he didn't take it cleanly the first time, but he was able to corral it in front of him. You can see it dipping under his glove. And then striking him in the midsection, but the hands were also there to keep the ball down. And I'm not sure what is wrong with him, if it's a knock he might have taken or if he's just third for life. The medical team, though, is out there, and I think he's taking off the socks, so it might be a little strapping or something, might just be a little bit of bruising that he received. Maybe caught a peg. I know those used to hurt real bad when you catch the bottom of somebody's boot. 27 minutes gone so far. And the referee just having a word with her, I suppose, wanting to make sure that the treatment is important enough that it could take place on the field rather than off the field. It means that everything has to stop. And you can see Andre Philip Guide just encouraging goalkeeper Martin, telling him, despite the goal, do your part, man, and be, shine for the team. And this looks like it's his Kellen Williams who is limping off, although it's expected that he will come back on after a bit. So now they'll try to do it all over again. It's going to be a bump ball to Pleasantville now that the injury concern is over. And that's a good ball, just played on and played forward there. Now Tyrese Phillips trying to get, but he's surrounded by green shirts. And eventually it goes to Norths because it's played away. And it's going to be a throw-in, no doubt, to Pleasantville. St. Benedict still leading 1-0 against Pleasantville secondary. Two South teams doing battle here. They know each other very well. And you can just see him trying to map out a run here, hoping that they can get something going. Here's a ball played inside, headed away, and they still have possession, Pleasantville, but under pressure, still coming in there, and Dial doing his bit, no kicking room, and eventually an infringement is called as Pleasantville saw the chance kind of close on them very quickly, and it comes to nothing, but good determined play in the middle of the park. And they need to be just as enterprising in all facets of their game and show that same grit and determination as is possible. Here is the kick upfield. That's taken down and battling for it. It's still going to be anybody's ball. That's nicely done quickly by Ramsey. He plays a lovely ball forward, but it's intercepted. And coming away with it now is St. Benedict's College. Their number 12 also getting involved, Griffith. But it goes into touch for yet another throw-in. Griffith again gets it back to Dial. And Griffith goes tumbling over Dial with the ball inside. Here's a cross deep, but goalkeeper had it covered. No problems there for Martin. So 1-0, half an hour gone in this encounter. So one part of the equation is working out nicely for St. Benedict's. They have a goal that could translate into 3 points. If Fatima wins, then they will also be on the same number of points, which would be 19. But here's the challenge for them is 30 goals for, 2 against for both teams. Now, with this 1-0 victory, what they have to hope for is Fatima doesn't do much better. Here is Dorset, though, trying to play the cross. Goes for the return ball. It's just behind him. That little extra ball, but it might still run for them. And the ball still following them every which way. Can he get the shot off? It's played wide, and then it's turned in towards goal. The goalkeeper just bats it away, and return fire comes. And this time, it's allowed to run right across the face of the goal and tidied up by goalkeeper Martin. He's not the most convincing of custodians. You know, when you see a certain goalkeeper like John Granville or somebody like that, or Earl Carter, they're so imposing. Figaro, Shaka Hislop. Trinidad and Tobago has always had outstanding goalkeepers, and Barclay, Lincoln Phillips, quite a number of them over the years, and Cheetah and others. Errol Lovell, another one of the outstanding ones. And of course, Mike Maurice, also an outstanding goalkeeper for Trinidad and Tobago. And that's a careless ball. You actually play the ball up onto the man and try to pass it, no, and then you got hit. Philip Guide, getting a boot in. Dealdo, just creating confusion. He's not the biggest man, he's not the quickest man, but he just does his own little thing out there on the wing. And every so often he pops up in and around the area and can play a good ball. But most times he's just there to upset defenses as much as possible, trying to get the ball to the back post where there was Malachi Webb looking. But it goes behind for a goal kick. So they win another free kick in the middle of the park. Dorset a little too strong for his own liking. So they will take another free kick, though. So the game is a little bit patchy in this regard. It's a lot of stops and starts, no real flow to proceedings. Every time you see St. Benedict's building is because it's deep in their own half. Here's another ball played across, and nobody home there. They're still trying to get something going. And just as he was about to plant a right foot on it, Kellon Williams, it was taken away from him. May get a second bite of the cherry here now, and down goes the defender, and the ball crossed in. Also was off target. Not much they could do with that cross as the ball sails and it goes behind for a goal kick. Taken quickly. Benedict gets the ball up, running with the ball. Plays the ball into space. That's a good ball. Just a little bit lethargic in his running. Allows the defender to come on around and intercept the ball. So 1-0 it remains. 35 minutes gone. St. Benedict's with the throw in. Joshua Phillip to try to launch one into the area. Up it goes, and the header is bringing it out. And once again, the players not able to really control proceedings here. That was an easy ball for him to try to get rid of. But trying to push it around creates a problem that I don't think a lot of these teams would want to gift. The other place has a ball played in at the back post. The goalkeeper was under some pressure there. He was stretching and did just enough to keep it out. And might have just been impeded as well. But it was floated in and he had to scramble. Here's one play, the diagonal ball played down that left flank. Easily intercepted. And eventually they're going to bring it forward, St. Benedict's. They have good numbers up. Nevertheless, play continues here, and ball punted forward, but St. Benedict's doing everything to keep them at bay. Now, another stab across goal. This could be an opportunity. Malachi Webb just didn't control it. And now he's trying to turn his man. Does very well. And the defender used his hands to kind of corral the ball and keep it close to him. And in the end, he wins himself a free kick. So Akani Ramsey is on. Another opportunity for St. Benedict's College to try to just to ease some of this pressure that Pleasantville is applying here now. 37 minutes gone. Another ball just played up there. The goalkeeper seems a little bit reluctant to come and claim it. And eventually he does. So St. Benedict's College, I suppose, keeping an eye on what is happening with Fatima College, because they are 1 and 2 in the standings, and would love to finish at the top, because the only benefit you get for winning the group is you get to play the second place team in the other group. So that's kind of like the main prize, if you know what I mean. Everybody wants to finish at the top of their group and try to avoid the other group. And here's another free kick taken quickly now, and they on the move, trying to get it going forward there, and Dorset turning back inside, and it goes awry, really. Now spreading it over on the far side, Tariq Lucas plays it wide, and Dial tries to get it upfield, may still get a second bite at it though. Lovely skill, takes it down and battling his way through. That's Dorset, but he loses out, and Pleasantville trying to get it forward, but again it's hit a little too firmly, and it's picked up by the St. Benedict's defense. Good work again at the back, as they too try to spring the ball forward, and trying to turn his man there. The players goes down, and that is going to be another free kick. Rayshon Critchlow, the man who scored the goal, back on defense, doing his bit there as well. Another ball played up the flanks of the field. They're trying to turn quickly. Look, where's the return ball? Malachi Webb plays a lovely little ball over, but a good timely interception there by to get it away from Lucas, and you could see Deshaun Ramsey coming over and just cleaning up, not making any mistake there at all. Not wanting to give the opposition any opportunity, any extra opportunity. Getting a quick refreshment, I would have to say, and trying to make use of it. It's a running game, as they say. Ball kept in play again. St. Benedict's College moving the ball quickly from one side to the next. Here goes Lucas. He swings the ball over, trying to get it over there to Webb. It's intercepted, but it's back on defense. They're just controlling the flow of the game. St. Benedict's College. They don't seem too stressed out. Here is Phillips. Plays a nice ball to the right. This one is going all the way back to goalkeeper Buckmeyer, and he has immediate assistance. There is Dial, slips his ball inside, goes for the return ball, then sends it upfield. Coming inside now, they're on the move against St. Benedict's College. This is good football. Can Dial get the cross in? He does. Whip it inside, and it's still bouncing around there. Nobody yet controls it. Here's a stab at goal, way over. No, it goes in. Well. I thought for a moment the goalkeeper had it covered, but he didn't, and the ball just came back, and it was just helped on its way. Really a push, and it dipped under the bar, and that was Darren Griffith getting goal number 2 in the 42nd minute of play. And certainly to a good combination play, and when St. Benedict's want to, you could see them, they just put their foot on the gas and they just basically ran Pleasantville ragged down that right hand side with a series of neat passes all the way back from the goalkeeper, and they then just up the tempo, up the whole creativity, and that basically put paid to everything that they were doing. And here they come again, looking for more and trying to get it over to Webb, but they can't get it. Critchlow, though, does well. He shakes his man. Can he get another pass down that right-hand side? This is where they had such success the last time, but unfortunately Webb can't get across there on time, and it's going to be a throw-in to St. Benedict's College. They're up by 2-0 now, and certainly it's problems for Pleasantville. St. Benedict's 2, Pleasantville 0. The battle for South is on. As is Edwards, Jaquan Edwards. So he's a sub just before the half. So that might be an injury sub, because most times the coaches would probably wait until halftime to make the substitution. But it might be just an injury sub that they have to take. And that'll look like a foul throw, because it seems as if the leg came off the ground. And certainly at this level, you don't want to see players still making foul throws for that, in fact, that kind of error. So now the goal scorer is going to try to get a good restart there. Griffith. He throws it in, and even that too could have been deemed a foul throw if the referee wanted to be picky. And we see so many of that all season long, especially among the girls. They just seem not to worry too much about the throw-ins. It's only when they get into a competitive situation that it's being exposed. That was a handle ball by Griffith there. The ball just took a hop on him. And another opportunity for Pleasantville. They may need to hurry here because time, I'm not sure how much added on time they're going to have, so he may need to try to get this up quickly and give his team a chance. Just taking his time. Here is the shot coming, going, but it goes beyond everybody, and it really goes to noughts when you think about it. So 45 minutes completed in this, the first half. St. Benedict's cruising 2-0, but I'm sure they like to tack on another day. I'll change his sides now. He's on the near side. He has support on the inside. That's not a good ball. He's not the tallest man, and you don't want to put him in that situation where he has to try to fight up with somebody to get the ball. Critchlow is after this one. And here's Griffith, the goal scorer. Gets it inside there now. And Jordan is hoping to get, or rather Grant is trying to get the better of his man, but he loses his footing. He may get a second bite of the cherry though. And the ball just sees the bounce around. There is Griffith, the goal scorer. And another lovely little ball played forward. Grant is there. He was trying to maybe just tried to slip the ball past him, and the ball kind of rode up on his leg and bounced away from him. The defender, though, got the last touch, and it is another corner to St. Benedict's College. So far, so good for them. They're up by 2. They must be, I'm sure they'll have somebody at Fatima Ground sending them messages to say, well, Fatima might be also up by 2, so you may have to score another one or another 2. And it's that kind of a day for them. So Webb it is who's going to take the corner kick. And he floats this one inside. The head goes up and it just goes wide. But they're not out of the woods yet. Still trying to come away with it. And this time it's just banged upfield to try to get it out of harm's way by Ramsey. Akani Ramsey, guess what? They give it right back. Here is Critchlow, who scored the first goal. Dial cuts inside, slips a nice little ball in there, and nothing doing. players losing their footing, losing their balance as well. There's a good ball played out to Webb. He's looking for some movement. Now he goes, turns on the afterburners, and just glides past the first man. But good defensive work by Elliott, the captain, to deny him there. And they're still battling for it. Griffith in there, sticking his foot in there, trying to prize out the ball. And this time they get a throw in because it's played over the line by Pleasantville. Now let's look at it again, the corner kick. Here it comes. And the header again by Critchlow. He's getting up beyond everybody there. And it just bounced wide. And that would have been a spectacular goal had it been on target, or might have forced a good save from the goalkeeper. And that would be another foul throw, is it? In terms of the location from where the ball has to be thrown. And as a player, that always used to annoy me as to why it is the referee didn't point or indicate where the throw was to be taken from. But now the ball is spotted. Now, what was the infringement? I'm not quite sure, because it looked like it was a throw-in. So if it was a foul throw, then Pleasantville will have to throw it. Here's a shot, and again it goes up and away, and no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. But that would be it for the first half, first 45 minutes, and it's plain sailing right now for St. Benedict's College, even though it must be said that they haven't really changed gears. Just for one brief moment, they look like the Rolls Royce that they have been all season long. And that's when they scored the second goal, with Darren Griffith finishing off things with a nice side foot effort just under the bar. And that came in the 42nd minute. But the opener came from Rayshon Critchlow in the 19th minute of play. And at the half, it's St. Benedict's 2, Pleasantville 0. So there is the kickoff to start the second half, and as you can see, look at how the ball is just bouncing. It just kind of bubbles up. Even though you make the pass on the ground, it's not staying on the ground for very long. Remember, it's 2-0 in favor of St. Benedict's College. So they are well on their way. I'm sure they would have probably gotten an update. Here is the ball again, taking its own. They look at it, how it bounces, and that is what creates some of the problems for some of the players. Off he goes to the races now. This is Edwards, and a good tackle from Griffith coming across there. The man who scored the second goal doing his bit on defense and intercepting that one. It should be the ball should be Pleasantville's ball. The referee wants it back. And again, she's not happy with the positioning. And eventually they got it where this is Deshaun Ramsey, one of the two Ramseys. Akani Ramsey is the other one. Here is Deshaun's kick, a nice little effort into the area. The heads go up, and eventually it's cleared away. Not a bad ball into the heart of the defense. And everybody able to jump for the ball. And as a defender or as an attacker, that's all you want. You want an opportunity. That's all you want. You want the balls put into the area where you have a chance at it. The ball through and in. That's a good throw as well. And they're battling for it. And that's not a good attempt at goal there. A weak effort from Wiley. He really needed to blast that at goal. And when you're kicking at an angle like that, you want to aim for the back post, so when it hooks, it will hook inside the goal. Problems, but dealing with it nicely. Griffith gets it out. Critchlow turning away from the pressure. Look at how that ball just hops on him there, and to get it out there. And Joshua Phillips, though, have to play some defense. Has a shot across, and a nice little effort there. The goalkeeper got a hand to it and pushed it behind, but not a bad effort at all. Coming in there and hammering it across from Dorset, and that one was pushed behind because that had some pace on it as well. So good positive signs here from Pleasantville as they look for at least a goal to pull back one. The captain has gone over to take this one, K.L. Elliott. The referee again having some discussion there. She's not totally happy. However, here is the kick. It takes a bounce. It doesn't have the kind of power that is needed. And another infringement. And it's a yellow card. The tackle came in very late indeed. And down goes Joshua Phillip. And they may have to call. And this is what you don't want, as the ball was going out of bounds. And he was just wiped away in the process. So the medical team, the medical personnel is going out there. I'm not sure if you all ever saw the game. There was a time the trainer for the national team was also the trainer for Presentation College of San Fernando. His name slips me now, Mr. Hoyt. And I remember one time a player got injured in the middle of the field or slightly to the right of the National Stadium. And Hoyt left the bench on this side and was sprinting going across the field when the referee ushered him on to render assistance. And by the time he reached the middle of the field, he pulled a muscle. So they now have to send the medical team to render assistance to him. It was so funny. The whole stadium was in uproar. But the funny thing was, we were questioning who should get the assistance first. Is it the player or is it the trainer? It was so funny. Oh, good. But it was all in good fun, and every time I see Mr. Hoyt, he reminds me of it as well, because it was on national television as well. Is another play downfield. Of course, jump high, jump low, and that might have been a handled ball. The ball is in. Does it count? Or is it going to be? Yes, it counts. And this is in the 50th minute of play. And just like that, Jaden Grant adds his name to the list. And that makes it 3-0 now. As St. Benedict's go further ahead. For a moment there, it looked as if he put his hand up and might have played the ball with his hand. And just to try to take it away from the defender, the goalkeeper came, they collided, and he kept his footing and was able to get the ball over the line. So let's look at it again. Look at where his left hand is as the ball was going in there. It looked like he was bringing the ball down with his left hand. And but unfortunately, the referee didn't spot it and or didn't think that he played the ball with his hand. And she allowed play to continue and then ended up in the back of the net. So a goal to Grant. So Jaden Grant gets his name on the score sheet, and that makes it 3-0 now. St. Benedict's, they go further ahead. Here's Ali playing this one forward. I would imagine he was trying to get it back to, or rather there was Diallo was trying to get him back to Joseph and lost out. These two locked in battle, and a little bit of pulling, and everybody is tackling there. Critchlow fighting his man, and no love lost here as Cameron Wiley not backing down, and he wins the free kick at the end of it all. So the game started on a sizzle in the second half. We had that yellow card, then we got the goal, and now we have another free kick here. So I think they just upped the tempo just a little bit. In fact, I would think the St. Benedict's coaches would have told the players that is what is needed here now. As Dial goes down and trying to get the cross in. That's not a bad effort. And the header comes, but it's over the bar. Lovely little cross coming there from Philip Guide. But at the back post, they can't finish the job. And Tyrese Phillip and company really need to do better when they get into those positions. And I think Dial might have just stepped on the boot of Andre Philip Guide when he went down, and so he might have just tweaked his ankle, and I hope it's the ankle and not the knee, because that could be so terrible. You really don't wish a knee injury on your worst enemy. It's one of those things that you just hope you could avoid. And I always tell people, to sports like the many sports that we play, basketball, football, American football, rugby and stuff like that, your knees weren't really designed for that, because the amount of pressure we put on the knee joint, and then when you get into collisions, sometimes it just gives out on you, and you have to live with that probably for the rest of your life, really. But he seems to be okay. He's back on his feet now, Liam Dial. And we start again. They're building from the back again, St. Benedict's. Remember, a win for them, and plus the goals, puts them in a position where they could top the group. And edge Fatima to the leader, well, the current leaders, but at the moment, but everything is so even between themselves and Fatima. That's lovely skill. But again, timely header. They are trying to get involved and turning again, trying his best to make something happen as a presentation, or rather St. Benedict's, they just under pressure just momentarily, and eventually they're going to get a free kick here as Lucas was being harassed from behind, says the referee, and she awards a free kick. So 54 minutes gone. We're approaching 10 minutes of the second half, and already we've had a goal. Here is another opportunity to play the ball down that left-hand side, and is it kept in? Yes, he does keep it in. And this time it's a handle ball in the middle of the park, so the referee would have seen that one. No confusion there. I just felt that that goal, that third goal, Grant had his hand up so high off the ground and over the head of the defender, almost as if he was trying to palm the ball and bring it down. Dale tries to thread the needle, and it's cleared away by the defense. So St. Benedict's getting some good minutes from the youngster, and he is, of course, he started the season, played a couple of games, then he lost his place, his starting place, and he's back in the starting lineup now. And this was another chance at a shot, but it's taken away, and Grant plays it across the goal. Opportunity again, they can't get it. Critchlow looking for the return ball, still going, and loses out there because too many legs in the way. And here they come. Jailbreak on the part of Pleasantville. And two blue shirts go down. The referee calling them, they might have collided head to head there, and it's two players, two teammates who took that tumble. And one of them, of course, was Cameron Wiley, but he seems to be okay. The referee just talking to him, making sure that everything is A-OK. And I think she's going to give it back to St. Benedict's, or give it back to Pleasantville and have them give it back to St. Benedict's College. I notice players don't give the ball back to the opposing team these days. They just tend to keep it on their own. But let's see if they give it back to them. No, they're playing. And this is what has changed as of late. Here's another ball played forward, and it's still bouncing loose there just at the edge of the box. The shot comes, but it's cleared away once again and then helped on further. Lucas trying to get there, but doing very well and scrambling his way forward was Elliott. Now they have to retreat quickly because here goes Webb down that left-hand side, looking to turn back onto his right foot. Does well, gets it into Lucas. Lucas plays it across. Critchlow looking to fire away, but he plays an awkward ball. That ball really needed to be on the ground and not up in the air, bouncing like it did. And it goes behind for a goal kick to Pleasantville. They're trailing by 3 goals. They need some kind of inspiration here. They've had 1 or 2 moments, but they just haven't been able to consistently put pressure on St. Benedict's, and more importantly, to get their shots on target. Daniel Jones spreads it wide, gets it over there to Phillips, or rather to Dorset, but Dorset can't get it over, and it goes behind, and this has been part of the problem for Pleasantville, because they're getting opportunities, but they can't take advantage of those opportunities. St. Benedict's, though, got a couple of theirs, and they were able to take advantage of those. Now they're playing they're running a little clock. They're taking time off the clock here, just rolling the ball around, which is good, sensible football. Here they come again. That's a little bit tight for Critchlow. He's clipped from behind. The referee said play on, and the ball played into space here. Now Dorset, can he keep it in? He does, and he just starts to curl it in, but it's cleared away. Good defensive effort there from Adam Pierre. Saw the danger And Critchlow stays down. In the meantime, another attack going towards goal. This time it's headed away, and Edwards was trying to get inside there. Not very far, and this time goalkeeper comes, and Buckmeyer says, I'll take this, and basically quashes any attempt that Pleasantville has at goal. And Critchlow, who scored the second goal, or who scored the opening goal, I should say, is down. He's a real live wire. He's a very rugged defender, midfielder. He's more like a defensive midfielder, but he likes to go into attack quickly. And he's a good physical presence. And he does have a good shot on him. So we'll be interested. The semi-finals of this year's competition. Remember, in previous years when it first started, we had 14 teams in the Premier Division playing one round. So everybody played everybody else. Now we have 2 groups of 7, and it's just one round of football in each group. And the top 2 teams will go through to the semi-finals, which starts on Friday. Here is St. Benedict's. They, of course, already secured a place in the semis, as whether they'll go in there as the Group A winners or as Group A runners-up. That's really all that is being decided here. It's between themselves and Fatima College. And whoever wins biggest in this encounter will top the group. And so they will play the second place team from Group B, and that turns out to be Presentation College of San Fernando. So could you imagine Presentation College and St. Benedict's College, the runners-up from Group B, up against the winners of Group A? Here is Webb, and trying to turn back away from the pressure with Lucas, and nice little play there coming once again from Elliott. He's still going forward, has a crack with the left foot, but comfortably taken by goalkeeper Buckmeyer, who has had a little bit more to do in the second half, but still nothing too extravagant, or at least he hasn't been hustled as much as his counterpart at the other end, who has let in 3 goals already in this game. So 3 goals to nothing, 61 minutes gone. St. Benedict's College looking to go into the semi-finals on a winning note. Ball playing around at the back. Ramsey. That's a good control once again coming from Tyrese Phillip. But every so often they look like they're ready to build something, and then they just give it away, and it goes for naught. Here's a nice little pass behind at the backs. Off to the races goes Edwards once again, but he is running into a stone wall in Darren Griffith, and he loses out. Another ball played forward again, and Dayal trying to get his teammates involved. Critchlow, though, takes it away, and the ball is still in the St. Benedict's half of the field, and now they're able to probably bring it forward quite comfortably. The return ball, that's a tough ball, and it also tough because of the condition of the field. It's difficult for them to control it. Now Edwards plays the ball forward. The goalkeeper is coming, and really was in no man's land, and just a little bit off there, because had he been able to get a touch, Tyrese Phillip, that could have been real curtains there for the goalkeeper, because he was off his line and really not able to even get anywhere close to the ball. Dayal trying to get it down the line there, but Grant didn't really commit to the run. Still they're battling away for it, and Webb over on that far side doing well. They get possession once again. ball scooped up in the air. Grant gets it back in the middle of the park. It comes as they start rolling again. Joseph Griffith back to Joseph. Joseph has Dial ahead of him down that right hand side, but is he quick enough? He gets across. Can he get the cross in? Lovely cross, and the ball just kind of bubbles there on Grant. He couldn't finish the job. It's a nice cross from the youngster Dial running down that right hand side, and that is his football. He doesn't need 2 and 3 touches. He just got the ball over and allow his skilled players to do their business in the middle of the area. Unfortunately, it didn't work on that occasion. Here's Edwards. He likes to run. He's shaking off one challenge, gets the cross in. Not a particularly good one. He was losing his balance. Dial is back there. Can he keep it in? No. And but his work rate has stepped up a little bit now as he gets more and more into the game. He gets more touches, and I'm sure his confidence is growing as well. So they're getting ready to make another substitution here. Malik Young is the one coming on for Pleasantville. And this time it looks as if, just as I was saying, that Dale was looking sort of refreshed. He ran out of gas. He just seems spent right now. And he will stay down for the moment at least. And the thing with him is that he's so light compared to the other players on the field that the amount of physicality that he has to contend with, sometimes he's just not up to the task. So you can see him there. He probably just needed. He's probably just winded. As you can see him taking some deep breaths, and he's sitting up, which is a good sign. I'm not sure if he probably caught an elbow or something in the midsection. But you look on his face; he really seems tired. If anything, he probably would be the happiest man if the coach takes him off, just so that he could get off the field and try to catch himself. You look him walking off there. He really looks a tired man, and although he's hoping to continue, the coach hasn't made the substitution just yet. And at the moment they're down to 10 men, and but he doesn't seem to be in any hurry to come back on either. Here's a lovely cross ball, but again the defender's doing well. Webb though mistimes his jump. The man who's just come on, Malik Young, gets his first touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Pleasantville. They need something quickly here as time starts to run out on them. And what they probably would want to do is to play spoiler, and because I haven't yet seen them do that yet, in terms of just change gears a little bit. Okay, we're attacking, but we can't seem to get a goal. Let's play defense and try to keep everything in front of us, not concede another goal or so. But for now, they're still playing open football. Here is the play upfield. This is the header missed again, and not a bad ball. In fact, was a great ball. Played right into the heart of the defense, and the header out was not the best. In fact, I think the blue shirt mistimed the header, and at the end of it all, it luckily for St. Benedict's, it didn't fall to any Pleasantville strikers. Now they have a free kick. As they continue to build, going down that right hand side, Pierre gets it down there. Turning inside quickly is Phillips. Still has possession, looks across, sees that he has, and they just carelessly, they just give the ball away. And that is why coaches get gray hairs. Because when you have so many of your teammates right in and around you, you could pass, you have like 5 options, and then you just pass the ball, and you're the first person to touch the ball is somebody from the opposing team. I realize a number of coaches now have what we call ball heads, because they don't want any hair to turn grey. Because it's just something that they have to live with. You see it all the time, where players just do their own thing and coaches just go berserk as a result. And that would have been a classic example there. You have 4 or 5 options. Players in front of you, players at the side of you, players behind you. And you decide to just pass the ball to no one in particular. Here they come again, Griffith. Tries to play that, plays a nice ball to Grant. He's on the move again. He was stretching for that one, looking to turn his man. Still put it on his buttocks, but he's giving up the ball. Griffith, though, can't beat him. And that's great work there on the part of Deshaun Ramsey. Now, still coming forward with it. Dorset plays a ball over on the far side and turning away from the pressure. Tyrese Phillip unable to get to the end of it. They may still get a chance here, though. Lucas plays it over to Griffith. Griffith now plays the ball forward, and it doesn't look as if he was intended to go for that one, Grant. But eventually he did, and he turns his man nicely. Now he gets the crossover, and another opportunity missed there for St. Benedict's College. Another great cross from the flanks, but they can't finish the job just yet anyway. 3-0 it is. Here's a long ball, but way, way over the top. So it looks like they're going to make another substitution, rather. Both teams trying to really just freshen up a little bit. Coming on, wearing the number 25 is Elijah Joseph for Pleasantville. And also coming on to the field, number 8 for St. Benedict's College, Darrell Garcia. Darrell Garcia is the substitute, the second half substitute for them. So Pleasantville now, 71 minutes gone on the clock. They really need something here, and they're under pressure again. But again, Captain Fantastic back there, KL Elliott, doing his bit. He's been here, there, and everywhere. And no wonder why they gave him the captain's armband. He's a real inspiration. And still battling here against St. Benedict's College, pushing themselves forward, and that is Webb, and that's a bad tackle, really. I think he's going to get a yellow card. The referee certainly didn't hesitate. You could see it coming. Akani Ramsey just lunged at his man. Look at him. He was airborne when he put in that tackle, and look at it here. He went both feet, and that is what you call malicious, if there is a word to use. And I think I'm just being kind to him because, like Mike Tyson, like he went there with murderous intent because he wanted to do damage with a tackle like that. And it is not called for, really, at this stage of the game, and no stage of the game, really, should you be putting in a tackle like that. Still, it's 3-0. Here is the ball inside, and they're battling for it, but good defensive work from Pleasantville. But again, they just give the ball away, and they're under pressure to get it up there. Anthony Williams was up there applying pressure, and now he has to retreat, and here they go. They're off to the races, trying to turn his way to his Joseph, the sub. And is it a goal kick or is it a corner kick? It might be a corner kick to Pleasantville. Yes, it is. Joseph getting the ball in, but it was deflected out by Adam Pear. And, well, they're going to give the reserve goalkeeper Bly, so to speak, and give him the opportunity to do something. Samuel Glasgow is now in goal for Jaya Buckmeyer. So the number 22 is in goal, and which is, I'm sure, a proud moment for him and his family. He may be called into action here, though, but not on that occasion. It's taken away as the ball is now left there for St. Benedict's College, and they go racing over. Garcia it is, slips to a second man. The goalkeeper is coming. He goes past him as well. Swells the ball back, and it's just cleared away. And what is it? Is it a penalty? And we just got blinded just a little bit there. Is it that this tackle, the goalkeeper? No, the cross came in. Or did he play it with his hand when he was tackling on the ground there? And the referee says it is a penalty. So it might have been a handle ball just as he was lunging to intercept the ball. I couldn't say exactly who committed the infringement. However, this is an opportunity for goal number 4, penalty in the 74th minute. And goalkeeper Keelan Martin is under the gun here now. Can he keep this one out and keep it at 3-0? St. Benedict's looking for a fourth, and they get it too. And he was right there. Garcia played it very close to him, but in the end, he still got it. So Darrell Garcia, who just came on, gets his name on the score sheets. And just like that, it might be a crucial goal in the grand scheme of things for St. Benedict's College, because they need to keep scoring, especially as Fatima was scoring goals as well. And so they need to just win. What they need to do now is not concede. That's the other part of the equation. Although you're up by 75 minutes gone, you still need to keep your cool and just try to slow things down if possible. Here is goal scorer Garcia, plays the ball forward and just trying to tee up Grant, but not able to do so. That's a lovely skill again and again from Ramsey. But look at where it goes. It ends up with Griffith. He gets it back to Critchlow, and it comes to Garcia, 3 of the goal scorers. And here's another tackle, and just tumbling his man over. The referee, everybody looking at the referee. Yes, it is a free kick. And it seems like every time that St. Benedict's tackles down this right-hand side, it almost is like pay dirt for them. They get something out of it, and they get another free kick. So just a little lack of discipline right now on the part of Pleasantville. They know they're losing the game, but they're just not able to contain themselves, to do the right things. And that is part concentration, but it's also part discipline. A chance here now for Garcia to get the cross in. He just converted the penalty. Can he produce something for them? That's a lovely cross, and then the header goes up, but it's cleared away, not very far, and they still have some problems there. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Anthony Williams was sensing goal, and goal number 5 for St. Benedict's, but not on my watch, says Keelan Martin, and he was able to just corral it to his right and prevent it from going in. Phillips, back it goes from Webb to Phillips. And they're going to build from the back again. There's the man, Anthony Williams, who just had that shot saved by the goalkeeper. Pleasantville, though, still not able to fight their way forward. And the ball just taken away from them quickly. And another opportunity here for St. Benedict's as they come forward again, with Garcia deciding to go back with it. And he gets it back there to Griffith. And away they go. Over on that far side, Williams goes further right, gets it over there to Webb. Webb tries to play it inside to Phillips, and is losing out. Guess who's there again? Elliott, the captain. He's trying to get a cross in, and maybe to get it on that right foot, but he's in some trouble now. But he does produce a cross, a little bit too strong, and Dorset can't get the handle on it. And here comes Critchlow now. He could have easily strode away from his man. He decided to wait and tee it up there for Garcia. He gets it to Grant. Grant turns one man. Then they go for the return ball over the top for Garcia. But Garcia is hammered off the ball. He's just basically brushed aside by Philip Guide. And the ball goes in for a throw-in. So another substitution being made here now as St. Benedict's try to rest as many players as possible. Jeremiah Niles is on. Here is an opportunity for a shot, but way over the bar it goes for St. Benedict's. But they are home and dry now, and if the score line at Fatima College stays the same at 3-2 with St. Anthony's, it means that St. Benedict's College will in fact be the Group A winners going into the semi-finals. And the referee not happy with that challenge at all. And it just seems as if he's just waiting for the referee to do something, Daniel Jones. The referee didn't. And Elliott, I'm not sure why he was throwing the ball at why he was giving the ball to the referee, I should say. As if she asked him to spot the ball, and he was telling her, well, you spot it. And but she gave it right back to him. Here is his kick, though. A little bit off target because the first man there is Webb for St. Benedict's. And they're trying to build again. Here's a ball played in and goes to the back post. Dorset has it, but the goalkeeper is there, and he is creamed in the challenge. And, of course, he's going to stay down because with 80 minutes gone, they just have 10 minutes. He went for the ball. The challenge came, and it was a little bit awkward. And I think it came from Cameron Wiley, who was up there in attack looking to probably get something by way of a header. And the goalkeeper, though, the substitute goalkeeper, Glasgow, I took one for the team there because that could so easily have been more dangerous or certainly a more severe blow. Remember, they've already substituted their starting goalkeeper, and so to lose your reserve goalkeeper would have been a big blow at this stage. They still have 10 minutes or so to go in this encounter. Where is the shot? They're trying to get something there. Two players corralling him, and there is the free kick in the end. Jones, Daniel Jones, again, very down on goal, but then he was upended by Niles, the substitute. So Niles preventing him from getting off the shot. And I always like it when players try to tell the opposition where to spot the ball. They always seem to know exactly where the ball must be spotted. And quite often I used to move the ball either left or right of where they want it spotted. Because when they set up their wall based on where their spot is, I just move the ball slightly to the right or to the left and try to buy a foot or so either side of the wall. So now another opportunity here. Now can Daniel Jones produce something for his team? He hits it, it hits the wall. The wall does its job. The second shot comes by Dorset, and it's still going back and forth. Now they finally, Grant still can't get it. Elliott, the captain, still going and trying to get involved there. And this time the referee says it's another free kick. Lucas, the guilty man this time. And it's going to be another free kick. This one, Daniel Jones is going to try again. So maybe they'll leave this one for Elliott to try this himself, the captain. So 83.5 minutes gone. Again, not much time for stoppages. The ball just not cooperating with him. It just rolled back a couple inches. So let's see what he could produce. 84th minute. Can he produce something? That's a good effort. It just curled, but it kept going. And it got wide of Glasgow's goal there. I'm not sure if Glasgow would have gotten around in time, but a good effort indeed. Of course, he got it up over the wall, but it also came down quickly, and it swerved, but it swerved too much, and it swerved on the wrong side of the post. There it is. Lovely effort. And it just curled away from that upright. He wanted it to sneak in on the other side of the upright. Ball coming out of the back again from Phillips. Turning and twisting. Grant coming back to help out on defense. And here goes Webb. But he's in a foot race, and he's losing that foot race. And big effort at the back there for Ramsey, the man who was yellow carded a short while ago for that crunching tackle from behind. It was on Webb as well. But here he is. Akani Ramsey with the throw-in. And the ball, this one played away. 85.5 minutes gone in this encounter. Pleasantville unable to really break through. They've had a couple sniffs at goal. More particularly, they had one free kick a short while ago. And by Elliott. Can they get something going here now? Jones turning, twisting, trying to get through two men. He loses out. And Garcia is going to come away with it. Plays it back. The goalkeeper wanted it, but Garcia is going to get the return ball. Can he change pace and go screaming down that right-hand side? Gets it into Grant. Grant tries to play the ball forward. Garcia is on his way. He cuts inside, and then he loses out in the battle. The third man got the better of him there, and that, again, was the all-important tackle coming. The first one, he weighted him off to his right. The second one, he cut inside. And the third one was able to get the touch on the ball as it was just running loose in the area. Here is Critchlow, just kind of flaring his arms. And he's really a big fella, and he's just dishing out punishment whenever he goes into a tackle. So 4-0. St. Benedict's College, at the moment, leaders in the group, unless something dramatic happens down at West Moorings, or even here, should Elliott and company able to pull one back, that could change the whole dynamic right now. Let's see, and he was close a short while ago. Here's another one up, the header away, and helped on further, but not very far, and it's a little stab at goal, and he scores! Well, or is it offsides? Well, it looks like it. Here is the ball up and the header, and this one is played away. Then just kind of little back inside, and it is a goal. So a wonderful little finish there coming in from the man himself. He was trying all night, Daniel Jones, all day, trying to get something back. And he finally got one in the 88th minute of play. And that would make it 4-1 now. So Pleasantville has their goal. The question is, can they get another one? Not on this occasion, because Garcia a little bit slow, saw the goalkeeper coming out. But what a good opportunity for Pleasantville. It's just small victories. When you're losing a game and you could get these small victories, they all help, because you have the intercall coming up in a short while. Players who get, here's Dorset, he's looking for more. He don't want small victories, he wants another one. Brilliant save from Glasgow. as he got that big paw of his down and stopped it from rolling in. That's a good save indeed from the reserve goalkeeper. That ought to give him a world of confidence. And really, when you look at Jaya Buckmeyer looking on, must be thinking, well, that's brilliant indeed from his backup. But again, 89 minutes gone, the goalkeeper almost fell over there and let them in. Good opportunity here. Why would Critchlow want to try to go through two players when he has his teammates spread all over the field and could easily just roll the ball to them? And here they go again, just bad passes, putting pressure on themselves. That forces goalkeeper Glasgow to have to come and tidy up. Here is the chance here, great opportunity. Dorset thought he had broken through, and Glasgow said, no way, Jose. Put that big right hand down and kept it out. Pierre gets it there to Williams rather. Williams to turn it back. Actually, it's Phillips who plays it back. Williams is the one who had gotten it to him. Here they come down that left-hand side now, trying to run away there. Garcia, or rather Niles rather, trying his best to get behind the defense. So we've played 90 minutes here of regulation time. We still have another, well, I'm not quite sure how much time added on the referee will play. Probably a minute or two. You look in the background, you see that big, nice blue and white building there. That's the indoor net of the St. Mary's College. The cricketers would be very happy to know that they have that facility there that will help them with their development. Again, trying to get in front there. Garcia looking for something and not able to get around to it. And is going to get a throw in. Did it come off Garcia? No, it did not, says the referee. And now they get a chance to run at the defense. Still going. Can he get it back? Lucas hooks it back inside. And the shot comes, but it's still bouncing around in the area. And eventually it's cleared away into safety. And actually it almost set up a counter-attack. Here they come again. Dorset from behind. And that really looked like a free kick. But the referee says play on. And eventually it's played into touch by Philip Guide for Pleasantville. So we into the second minute of added on time. And St. Benedict's almost prize open goal number 5 there a short while ago. That was a good opportunity there, but it just couldn't finish the job. Now they get a free kick. So I would imagine a couple of the big fellas will be coming up from the back to see if they can't plant a header or two at the back post. So we just have, I would imagine, a couple seconds, or even think a couple minutes, but a couple seconds left in this one. Here is the cross with the left foot, curling! The goalkeeper comes, doesn't take it the first time, but is able to tidy up his own mess and immediately starts a counter-attack going the other way. And this time the ball played slightly behind and tightening up quite nicely there was Williams. St. Benedict's bringing it across. They get it over to Garcia now. Garcia tries to play the ball in as if he didn't see the stopper just standing there. Didn't even have to move an inch. And the ball was played straight at him. Here is Garcia again. He gets a chance to turn, but he won't have much time to do so. The final whistle has sounded, and St. Benedict's College have beaten Pleasantville by 4-1. And that is the final score in this one. Rayshon Critchlow opened the scoring in the 19th. Darren Griffith made it 2-0 in the 42nd. It was 2-0 at the interval. Then in the 50th minute of play, Jaden Grant netted the third item, and then a penalty converted by Durrell Garcia in the 74th minute. And pulling one back there was Daniel Jones in the 88th minute for Pleasantville, but that wasn't nearly enough on the day. So St. Benedict's College win this one 4-1. More importantly, they have topped Group A of the standings. So Fatima will finish second. Fatima will play the winners of Group B, and that would be Malik Secondary, and it means, or Sawa Secondary rather, and it means Sawa North Secondary, and it means that there's an all-South derby, St. Benedict's College against Presentation College in the other semi-final. So that is the situation here, 4-1, St. Benedict's over Pleasantville.